Welcome back to Art of War 2 Liberation of Peru, and welcome to Mission 6, Radio. Comrade General, during the last operation, we seized a radio station with the keys. We sent a detachment led by Captain Martinez. He should deliver it to our central laboratory for the study. If researchers can deal with it, we'll be able to intercept enemy communications. Well done, Colonel. This can greatly turn the tide of events. We need to get a radio station as soon as possible. But now is not the best time to deliver such valuable cargo. It seems that the Confederation has made a desperate leap and threw all the remaining forces of the Northern Front in our home base. We're still holding on, but the squad will be now to break through this meat grinder. We'll try to distract enemy fire and organize a meeting of the detachment. We break through, not one of those rock and tumble twisteds. Quest: deliver a battleship with the radio station at the base. Hold the base before the attack. Yes, we shall do that. There's something that's very important about the mission here, that is, you actually have a time limit here. So after a while you just fail the mission if you don't reach the base here. So I'm going to send these guys here north immediately and see what happens. There we go. And then let's maybe get some additional bunkers here going, because probably going to need those. Then also some extra towers probably. Nope, didn't want an extra staff building here, but thank you nevertheless. An extra bunker here. Then also another power plant. Here where you're not in the way, and I do have a lab here, which is nice. Maybe get motivation system here, sure. What's my team doing here? Well, we'll see about how that goes. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best idea. Let's see, well, I'll send the other guys here south. Well, this guy here made it through, so far. Kind of surprised here, actually. Maybe some more towers here too. Comrade General, the detachment of Captain Martinez arrived. The radio station brought to the base. Excellent. Send the radio to the lab and focus on defenses. Enemy attacks intensified. It seems that we have underestimated its ability. In contact with Colonel Rodriguez. Let the report on the situation. There. Colonel in touch, connecting. Report on the situation in the south. Everything is quiet, very quiet. All the troops moved in your direction. We destroyed 3 almost empty databases. Civilian population supports us as volunteers, food and information. Yes. Here they are. My dears, keep it up, Colonel. Continue to establish control over territory. And here we are, some more holdouts. Okay, so I guess this is still a holdout mission. Let's see, let's build towers here, because why wouldn't you want those? Okay. There we go. Got more of this here. And maybe one more bunker. Just one more bunker. Also, where's that radio? Did it just turn into like a regular vehicle now, possibly? Anyway. You maybe come over here. There are plenty of defenses here, but they've got some tough units they sent after me here. What I would also like is improved propaganda, please. You're pretty banged up, but that's fine. Maybe one more bunker here. I always say that. Then I'll build yet another one. That is actually, this is not even a staff building. There we go. Here we are, have fun fighting your way through that. And let's get maybe the reinforced generator. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. You here are recovering nicely. Okay, all good here. Is it just a holdout situation now? I guess we'll find out eventually. Okay, they did say the attacks would intensify, but I'm not really seeing that. Well, there's some more stuff coming here. Just infantry, yeah, you're not the problem. I can snipe you. I can snipe you easily. Let's maybe get... titanium armor for my units here, that sounds great. And I maybe want the upgraded porcupine here at 1.2. If I could put you here into siege mode, if I researched siege mode, then I could actually have you here as defenders who don't always leave the base at the least opportune moment. But let's see, I need siege mode for that first. Then remember how I activate that. You have the machine gun upgrade. Might want that one too. Again, not quite sure to whom that actually applies, but better safe than sorry. Come over there. How's the research here doing? Mostly there. Very good. It seems like defending is not that much of an issue right here specifically. You are recovering. Yeah, repairs here are really slow. Okay, siege mode. Let's actually double check what the quest here is. Yeah, it just says hold the line. Okay. Guess we're just gonna hold the line then. Yeah, it seems there are fewer attacks now than there were before we delivered the battleship here. But I'm fine with that. More research here too. I'm also wondering, does the enemy have a base here, or are these just units that get reinforced from like off map? There we go, welcome, siege mode. So how do I activate you? I think was it one of the... No, yeah, Thomas, I kind of forgot, to be perfectly honest. Ah, there we go. But that was just the lasso here. Yeah, was it? No, I think if I select you... There we go. All cool, so now you're not going to move anymore. I don't think you can be deployed, I think it's really just the rhinos, is it? But can I order you to just stay here? Maybe that wouldn't be so bad either. You can move forward here slightly. So I can't tell you to hold your position here. Yeah, I think you would have moved by now if you weren't locked down, so... Yeah, it seems reasonable. I think I just need more rhinos here. Let's get some of those, also because I really do have enough money to get a bunch of rhinos. Maybe some porcupines as well. Do you have the porcupine upgrade? I think I got that. Yeah, from a general, just received information from the reconnaissance. The army launched a Confederation of the base 4 kilometers to the southwest. Interesting turn of events. Prepare all the forces to attack. We shall attack. Destroy the base of the Confederacy in the southwest. Well, first I have to fend off this particular attack on my base here, which is actually dealing a lot more damage than I thought it would. Okay, let's rebuild some bunkers here. And then get some towers here too, and then I guess expand my army here, because right now I don't really have much of an army to speak with. Yeah, the heavy tanks actually deal quite a lot of damage. Thankfully this infantry, that's a different story. I'd rather fight 10 of you than a single. A single one, or those heavy tanks. Let's get the upgrade conveyor belts. I assume it's a conveyor belt, and hopefully increase the speed at which we produce these tanks here. Here we go. Got more of that as well. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm allowed to lose this battleship here now, but I guess I don't really need these guys here specifically to join my assault force. I can just go with the rhinos and porcupines. But first, all the upgrades, please. Occasions, I don't think I need that specifically right now. Upgrade porcupines, I didn't get that, so let's get it now. Flamethrower here, you're not going to get very far. Also, your range is terrible, so... And you just stay here for now. Tempted to build another bunker there and just literally lock this down completely. It's also my vehicles would also stay there. You know what? I'm just going to do that. Let's seal the deal here. There we go. Now they need to destroy at least 2 structures to even get into the space here. Come over here. Let's get like 20 to 30 units. Anything else we want here? Siege mode. Actually, yeah. Self-banned rapid recharge here, that sounds good too. More infantry? Yeah, that's not the problem. But I don't want here these rocket units. The rocket tanks, not the rockets. Not these rocket units. Then they're not the problem. Can you please stop doing that? Just stay away. I know we could lock you all down, but I'm not sure I want to do that with everyone. These tanks deal quite a bit of damage, actually. Okay, you know what? You here go, just hang out here for now. I just want to see where this is going to be going. In the meantime, let's rebuild those defenses there. Can't go through there, you have to go through the other exit. The sooner you understand that, the easier it's going to be. And a bunch more of you, please. Don't actually have the money for that, interestingly, but that's fine. I'll get there soon, hopefully. I did get the improved bounty and whatnot. And there we go. There's just one of you, that's a bit easier than dealing with a whole bunch of you here, but I guess sniper towers here, not super useful against you. Maybe you can also join me here. I already lost like half of group 1, maybe not half, but a few members here. But your combined 24 units, that's not so bad. But they're also coming from there, okay. But it did say southwest, so I assume well, that's 4 of you. I don't like that at all, I have to say. I think I better throw some units at you here. Yeah, I wish I had rocket towers, because just these guys here, not really... It's fitting they're not quite good enough here. Okay, so here we go. Let's see whether we can destroy some of their base defenses here. That would be great, so eventually we can grind them down here. This is of course we actually got surprisingly far here. These guys are still not going to survive this, but I got further here than I thought I ever would on the first assault here. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised how well this went. But I can still bounce back from this, but not fully, I think. Research center here, let's get the barracks here destroyed as well. Also the Pokemon, they deal a ton of damage. I think they're not the sturdiest, but yeah. Come over here. Just avoid these defenses here. Yeah, they're toast. I can just send in the rest of my forces here. They are not going to survive that. Yeah, I thought these guys were more like artillery, like a bit more fragile, but that really does not seem to be the case, especially after the first upgrade. Well, the upgrade. I don't know why I said first upgrade. There's only one upgrade for these, I think. Okay, well, good for me. In fact, that one porcupine is still alive. Okay, let's send you here down there as well. That should do it, unless this one Pokemon can actually deal with the situation, which I wouldn't fully exclude, especially once the power plants are gone. But are the power plants gone? No, they're not. At least not all of them. Okay, you're gonna fail here now, but that's fine. There's lots of reinforcements on the way. In fact, let's maybe send you over here, so you go through the part of the base that hasn't been... that is no longer reinforced, that I've cleared out. Okay, yeah, that wasn't so bad. Alright, all good here. Time to avenge the porcupine. Build this factory here, don't need more vehicles being produced here. There's also more power plants here, excellent. Exactly what we need. What the enemy needs, presumably. Still don't have low power. But sure. Well, there was one more there. I guess that explains it. From a general, our scientists have mastered the task. Having encryption keys, it was quite easy to intercept enemy communications. Judging from the intercepted messages, the Central Command ordered the remaining troops to evacuate the capital Lima southern route, around our roadblock. This is to be expected, Confederation of preparing the defense of Lima to keep out the resistance in the capital, but this is nothing more than a desperate action. Now, when almost the entire country under our control will have enough strength and resources to break through any barrier. Declare general mobilization. Nominate for Lima now. Mission accomplished. Yeah, this wasn't so bad. The game should probably tell you that you need to get the radio to the base as soon as possible, but even if you fail to deliver it initially, you can probably just restart the mission and just try to do it right away again. And yeah, those porcupines, I actually underestimated those. I thought they were more like fragile artillery units, but they're actually pretty decent rocket tanks. Next time, it's time to take over Lima and liberate all of Peru in the final mission. Thanks for watching and take care.